Are you serious? Are you serious? Folks, we got information. The United States, in what's being called provocations, may force China now to declare an air defense zone in the South China Sea. China is taking more ground, literally making more ground. They actually went out into the South China Sea and built artificial islands, set up air bases as well as naval bases, then send out more battleships, warships, submarines, even nuclear submarines, and take more ground. They've also declared some of the disputed islands theirs, taking them away from Vietnam, from Japan, from the Philippines, from Indonesia. I mean, they're just taking ground. And now, because the United States is sending in some battleships and some different war fleets, if you will, according to a newly released report, the United States provocations may force the Chinese government to declare an air defense zone in the disputed waters of the South China Sea. And it's also being reported not only by Crusader Journal, but also now Russia Today News. Beijing is reportedly planning to launch an air defense identification zone in the South China Sea, the timing of which will depend on U.S. provocations. Billions of dollars of trade passes annually through this area, which is subject to rival claims. A source close to China's People Liberation Army told the South China Morning Post daily that the security conditions in the region, namely the United States military presence, would define the timing of an ADIZ declaration. If the United States military keeps making provocation moves to challenge China's sovereignty in the region. So in other words, China has declared they've just taken more of the sea and have now said, this is ours. And the United States don't come around here no more. And I mean, so they're saying, if you do come around here, that's a provocation toward China. That's a threat toward China. And we may have to step our game up another notch. So, and Obama has been so outmaneuvered by the Chinese, by the Russians, by the mess he made in the Middle East with the Arab Spring. I mean, the madness that's taking place in the foreign policy ideology of the Obama administration. I mean, we're losing every area we turn. And so when you think about Donald Trump coming in as president, he's talking about changing some of the trade between the United States and China, changing how manufacturing base, a lot of it may be coming back to America. What if Trump decides he wants to put tariffs on Chinese products that come in? China may say, look, you aren't going to ship anything in here. Matter of fact, we'll take away your ability to ship into Malaysia, the Philippines, and Indonesia, and all these other places, even Taiwan, even Japan, okay, by controlling the South China Sea. And so now you see a lot of maneuvering going on. And Russia's playing the same game over in Europe. Putin is getting in position. They're taking as much ground as they can as in anticipation of a Trump presidency. Now, if Clinton wins, then it's turn out the lights, the party's over in America. Okay? As she'll push her globalization ideology, and it'll be the end of the United States as a country, a sovereign country. It'll basically become part of a global citizens or a global society. And if you want to call it what it is, that's the spirit of the Illuminati. That's the New World Order. Well, folks, in the Bible, that's the beast. All right? Anyway, that's where we're at. We're just going to keep watching what's going on. China's definitely stepping up their game, and we'll just see how things play out. Don't miss today's live broadcast. Starts at 12 noon Eastern. That's 12 noon Eastern. We'll be broadcasting live here from Jerusalem, and there's a lot going on here as well, as we'll be covering that throughout the few days that we're here. So just stay with us. But don't miss today's broadcast at my website, www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. Also on Heidi Begley's YouTube channel, and new live stream, Blog Talk Radio, everywhere. All right, just watch the broadcast. Don't miss it. Give your life to Jesus Christ. we're in the last days.